Hey guys, I am wanting to go ahead and introduce you guys to what we're going to be working on in social studies over the next few weeks. We have a really cool project we're going to be working on, and even though I'm not able to be at school today, I wanted you guys to go ahead and know what's coming up so you can go ahead and kind of start preparing and getting ready and getting excited for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to have you guys helping me out with something. I need your help to figure out how we can plan a multicultural Christmas party for our class. You guys all know that Christmas is coming up soon in a few weeks. We always get to have a Christmas party at school. And so this year you guys are going to get to help plan our Christmas party. Our mission is to learn how other countries around the world celebrate Christmas or other holidays, and we're going to use those traditions to plan our own Christmas party. So our Christmas party isn't going to be just traditions that we're used to in the United States, but we're going to be learning about other traditions in other parts of the world and using those traditions in our celebration as well. So before we can do that, we first need to understand some important words. Culture. Culture is a group's ideas or ways of doing things, such as their traditions, the languages they speak, their beliefs and customs that become a learned way of life. Okay, and so we've talked a little bit about culture before in social studies, but so culture is really going to play an important part in our project and research over the next few weeks. So remember, culture is a way of life for a group of people. Their beliefs, their traditions, their languages, how they live that may be different from other groups of people. Okay. What are customs? A custom is a traditional practice or usual way of doing something, followed by a social group or people. So, for example, in the United States, we salute the flag. We stand up and salute the flag while saying the Pledge of Allegiance. This is an example of a custom, okay? So we'll be learning about customs over the next few weeks. Different cultures have different customs. In the United States, shaking hands to greet or meet someone new is a custom, whereas in China, their custom is to bow to each other when meeting or greeting someone new. So that's an example of different customs that you may see in different cultures. Different cultures celebrate occasions with different customs and traditions. Below are different wedding celebrations from different cultures. So in this picture, these are Jewish people, a Jewish culture in a wedding celebration. They wrap up a glass in a cloth, and the groom or the man breaks it with his foot, and that's one of their traditions during their wedding ceremony. Many of you that have been to weddings here in the United States may have seen the bride throw the bouquet. That's a tradition that we often see at wedding celebrations in our country. And then this picture down here is a wedding celebration that's taking place in another part of the world. So you can see it looks much different there. So those are examples of the different traditions you might see. Same kind of celebration, they're all weddings, but each wedding's being celebrated a little differently because each wedding is taking place in different cultures. Different cultures have different clothing, languages, and beliefs. So down here you see examples of different clothing that you may see in different cultures. Traditions, and that's going to be the main focus over the next few weeks as we research holidays around the world. A tradition is a custom or belief passed down from generation to generation within a culture. For example, celebrating birthdays with cake and candles. That's a tradition. That's commonly how we celebrate birthdays in our culture in America. By getting a birthday cake, blowing out the candles, that's a birthday tradition. Eating turkey for Thanksgiving, okay? I know we just had Thanksgiving, and most of your families probably cooked turkey for Thanksgiving because your grandparents cooked turkey for Thanksgiving, and their grandparents cooked turkey for Thanksgiving, and their grandparents before that cooked turkey for Thanksgiving. It's a tradition. It's a way of doing things that were passed down from generation to generation in our culture. Decorating the Christmas tree. Okay? Many people in our culture in America put up a Christmas tree and string it with lights and ornaments and all kinds of decorations. That's a Christmas tradition that we commonly see in our culture in America. Okay, so when we think about multicultural, if we're planning a multicultural Christmas party, that means we want our Christmas party to represent a variety of culture or ethnic groups. So anybody that comes into our Christmas party should be able to look around and see that there's elements from other cultures or other places around the world, other traditions that aren't necessarily commonly found in America or the way we celebrate. So, the first thing we need to do in order to accomplish our mission is we're going to have to research. We're going to have to learn about other countries and the holidays they celebrate and what customs and traditions are part of their holiday celebrations, okay? After we do our research, we're going to take what we learn and we're going to create presentations to show others what we know about other countries around the world and their special traditions, okay? Some of us may choose Google Slides to do our presentations. You can make posters, okay? Some of you may even choose to make a video to share what you learn about other cultures and their traditions and how they celebrate the holidays. And you will be working in groups, so that's going to be the second step in our project. The third step is we're going to all have to think about these new traditions that we've learned, and we'll choose some that we want to be part of our Christmas party. Then we'll create decorations and the traditional items to prepare for our party. And finally, we'll get to celebrate our multicultural Christmas party with our parents and maybe even some other special guests. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys are too. We're going to go ahead and start doing some research today. We're going to learn about how Christmas is celebrated in a country called Germany. Okay, so Germany, if you look at a world map, here this little red dot represents where we are in Burnet, Texas. It's in the continent of North America, in the country of the United States. And way across the ocean is Europe, okay? And Germany is located here in the continent of Europe. So, let's see here. I'm going to kind of outline where Germany is located. Germany will kind of be right about, let's see, I'll choose a different color. Right about here in blue is kind of where we locate Germany in Europe. So it's all the way across the ocean. And as we learn about Germany's Christmas celebrations, you're going to see that there may be some traditions that they have in Germany that are kind of similar to our traditions in America. And we may see some traditions that are very different. Okay, so remember, a tradition is a way of doing something. What ways do they celebrate Thanksgiving in Germany? In Germany, Christmas celebrations begin December 6th. In Germany, this day is called St. Nicholas Day. On the night of December 5th, children put their shoes or boots outside the door. On this night, St. Nicholas goes from house to house filling children's shoes with treats if they have been good all year, or twigs if they have been naughty. So as you see here, even though St. Nicholas is who goes around and fills their shoes with treats, he sounds awfully similar to Santa Claus in America. So maybe he just has a different name in Germany. So if the little boys and girls have been good, they put their shoes, you see the pictures of the shoes down here, outside their door on the night of December 6th. So the dates are a little different. And if they've been good, St. Nicholas comes around and fills their shoes with treats, like you see in the pictures here. If they've been naughty, their shoes get filled with twigs. So that is one really interesting tradition in Germany. The Christmas tree is a very important part of the German Christmas celebration. Germany is where the idea of the Christmas tree originated. Children cannot take part in decorating the Christmas tree. It is believed that the tree has some mysterious spell for all young eyes that rests on it before Christmas Eve. This is why the Christmas tree is only decorated on Christmas Eve. The father usually keeps the children in a separate room while the mother brings out the Christmas tree from a hidden place and decorates it with apples, candies, nuts, cookies, cars, trains, angels, tinsel, lights, or candles. and family treasures. After the tree is decorated, a bell is rung and the children come to see the decorated tree. So if you want to know why we put up Christmas trees in America for Christmas, this tradition originated in Germany. Now they do it a little differently there. Most commonly in America, children get to help decorate the tree. But in Germany, the parents decorate it and the children come see it when it's all finished. Special markets called Kindermarket are set up in cities and villages throughout Germany. Everyone visits these markets to purchase items they need for Christmas, for their Christmas tree and Christmas Eve dinner. So there's a picture of what these markets may look like. Okay, gingerbread houses originated in Germany during the 16th century. The elaborate cookie-walled houses, decorated with foil in addition to gold leaf, became associated with Christmas tradition. Their popularity rose when the Brothers Grimm wrote a story called Hansel and Gretel, in which the main character stumbled upon a house made entirely of trees deep in the forest. So, the gingerbread that we make a lot of times in America as part of our holiday traditions, you may make gingerbread houses with your family or decorate gingerbread cookies. That tradition originated in Germany. Okay, so there's a little bit of information about Germany's Christmas tradition. You guys need to open up your Holiday Around the World book, and we're going to fill in the information for Germany. So, you have a little gingerbread man that you can decorate and glue here in this square to remind us that the gingerbread tradition originated in Germany. Okay, here's a picture of an Advent wreath. Advent wreaths are important in Germany's Christmas traditions. And we will talk a little bit more about how those work, but here's what it looks like. There's a candle for each of the weeks leading up to Christmas. So it kind of helped the German people count down to Christmas. It's called an Advent wreath, and that's an important part of German Christmas traditions. And then finally, you have your picture of the markets. They're very popular and a very big part of Christmas traditions in Germany. I want you to glue that in here. The Christkind Market. Okay. So go ahead and cut your pictures out and glue them on here. You can color and decorate the page if you'd like. And then you need to make sure and turn all these back in to the substitute before you leave today. Complete the Germany page. You'll be completing the France page with another code that you will be given shortly. And then you need to make sure that your extra pictures and your Holiday Around the World book, both of those things are turned back into the substitute before you leave. And the rest of this week you can look forward to learning more about holidays and Christmas traditions in other parts of the world.